Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I decided to check out a few of the effects from the Valeton GP-5. So someone asked me on YouTube if I could do a demo of the effects that come with the GP-5. So I'm starting out with let me disengage my reverb. We're going to start out with the reverbs, and I have this kind of a breakup tone. A little bit louder here. And I'm recording screencasting this iPad so you guys can see the settings. So I'm using a matchless amp here. And about the cab. The cab, it's a Foxy cab. Maybe I have a matchless for this one, I don't know. But anyways, it sounds good the way it is, so let it stay. So let's start with the reverb. I'm going to try to cover almost all effects if I can. Let's start with the reverb. So the first one that we have here is the air reverb. An airy reverb effect. That's what it is on the description. So the decay is fairly high, and I'm going to put out the mix a little bit higher and engage it. So this is the sound of the reverb. I have to stop play so you guys can hear the tails. It's to me like a room reverb, right? Like you're in a small space. Even if you increase the decay to max and a little bit more mix, the guitar tends to disappear, so let's turn down the mix and leave the decay as where it is. It's kind of a small room, right? Perfect for chords and stuff if you want to have a kind of a clean tone with not too much reverb in the mix, you know what I mean? So let's go for the second one, and it's room. Now it's a room reverb. Let's increase our decay. Kind of similar to the other one, but a little bit darker. Check out the tail. I'm going to increase the decay so you guys can check out the tail of this. Okay, max out the tail, which is a decay, and then you have mix. If you put too much, you'll lose your guitar in the mix, right? But these are studio quality effects. Now the trail, it doesn't matter if you turn it on and off because it's just to have trails when you go for another patch. Now we have a Halls reverb. I'm going to increase the decay on this one. A subtle but very warm reverb. Like all types of reverbs, it's a little bit more close as well. You don't need necessarily to mix too much because the guitar will disappear, like probably this. Then you just have the reverb. So I'm going to decrease the mix and decay it full. Now this is just very big. And dark as well. So that's the tone here. Too much reverb, of course. Now we're going for a church reverb, and I would imagine this would be even larger. Would be nice to see an EQ here. I don't know if I can put my EQ in front and then EQ the reverb, but then again, I would be EQing everything, right? So let me just increase the decay because this one probably is very big. It's very big, but I would assume an EQ would do wonders because you need like more top end here. You're inside the church. More for ambient stuff, you know. If you don't stop playing, you cannot hear the tails. Very nice as well. Let's go for the next one, which is a plate reverb. Now this is more kind of similar to the other one, but you have more top end. Now imagine, yeah, I'm gonna increase the decay to max out, and there's kind of a modulation into this reverb. I don't know if they refer that large plate reverberator, just that. But at the end of the trail, you can clearly hear there's some sort of modulation over there. Once again, cool if you add like delays and stuff like that to create those really nice, luscious ambient sounds, soundscapes, whatever you want to call it. But this chorus is there definitely. Now, of course, I'm exaggerating, and sometimes, because it has a chorus, the tail gives you the impression the guitar is out of tune, but it's natural. So now, another plate, but a small plate reverberator. On this one, you have a damp, so if I increase my decay, and the damp is down, all clarity comes up, IN, right? With too much, if I go up totally, you got this very close reverb as well. Now this is kind of an EQ. Here you can control effectively if you want it darker or brighter. Even for surf music. You know. Now, we have a spring reverb. Usually these are my favorites because they try to really emulate the spring reverb on a tube amp, right? But none of them, this would be great if you had a pre-delay. So you can get that kind of, you know, slap back echo before. Of course, you can do that. If you can go here into delay, and I'm going to do something crazy here, which is, I don't know, time around 150, feedback not much, and mix high. Now you can't do this way. It has to be on the reverb itself. Oh, okay. So more decay, a little bit more mix. So you get like... Now you can't hear the springs choking, right? That's a pity, because if you had this pre-delay here, because it sounds really good, but this is really not a spring reverb, right? We have now N-Star, which is a lush with bright decays. Okay, this one is also like for ambient stuff. Very, very top end. Very cool. Let's go for, we have two more. Deep C. What does it say here? It says reverb with huge deep decays. Okay. Once again, for ambient stuff, but very, very, very dark. I'm going to increase the decay totally because this is crazy, it's so dark. And heavy on the low end. I don't know exactly what I would use this, but anyways, it says it's here. And sweet space, reverb with lush, sweet decays. Now here we have modulation. They should put this on every reverb because one of them have modulation like you heard before, and you have damp. So let's increase our decay first and see how it sounds. I can hear the modulation. I'm gonna put max out. I love there's a lot of modulation there. If you can hear the tails, let me put the mix more so you can hear the tail. That's a big chorus there. Now you have damp, so very close right now. I would not use this like it is. I would put like this, not so much modulation. I think it was like in a sweet, come on. Oh, in the sweet spot. Less mix. But this is kind of great to more modulation, more mix. If you put it with a, like a, not a tape delay, but a ping pong delay, because they are the ones that will get really stereo. With a tempo around 500, something like that. I don't have a tremolo arm because this guitar has all the springs, you know, very tight. It can be from factory like this. But this probably was one of my favorite in conjunction with this delay. We were testing this out with a crunchy tone, not necessarily a heavy tone. I'm going to make some more videos on this one. This one was just for the reverbs. And the amp we have here, it's a matchless. I can go for a Foxy because I think there's a Foxy here to pair with the cab. I really like this one, this AC30, and sounds really cool. This is again, this is a clean. You need to take up some of the top, some of the low end. Not totally. You know the idea, very luscious kind of type of tones. But it's kind of ethereal kind of tones. I think it's a great unit. And like I said before, these are top-notch studio quality effects. So we'll stay for here right now. And the delay was an extra. Didn't mean to do that. I'll do other video about the delay, then about the modulation. Will be too long for the video, it's already too long. And then I'll also make another video for the amps all amps, try to cover all amps and how they sound, like for edge of breakup, rock and hard rock and heavy metal and so on. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, the pedal is here, you can barely see it. So it can stand by itself. As you see, this is so light. I mean, it's not light, but with the cable, you know, with the jack, it doesn't stay the way I want it to stay. Anyways, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet. And I think this is a must-have. For the price, you can get, there's more expensive tuners, you know what I mean? So yeah, get one of these if you can. Loads NAMM profiles, although they convert them to Snaptone, it's a technology. But from my understanding, it's not losing anything special. We'll lose something, but the credibility of the sound, of the tones is there. At least I cannot make the difference between one and the other, okay? The NAMM profiles and the Snaptone conversion. So anyways, once again, many thanks for watching and stay safe. I'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned for more videos on this one. Cheers, guys.